I'm Jude Bellingham.
I'm Sheldon, it was HD Cutz. Let's go! I'm here to make it special today. Let's go. Oh, bro, okay. Hey, what up, bro? I'm good, and good? Hey, nice to see you as always, bro.
Jaden it was who said that, like, who's cutting your hair where you're at? And I've got no idea. I don't know anyone. And it was like, I've got a guy coming over from London, give him a try. And then so he was doing like all the lads, Jaden, Manu, Zagadou. So I was like, oh, get me involved. And he came and seen me quick. It was, easy. Just felt like he'd been cutting me for years, really. So yeah, it was nice. You can talk about the quality and like how efficient he is and all that stuff, but it's nice to when you welcome someone into your house that they're always so respectful, always kind of looking after how's Joe, how's your dad, how's your mum and stuff. It's nice to have him around.
Bro, I thought this was Joe,
Yeah, I know, it looks similar.
Bro, you guys
Everyone says that when I was younger.
Bro, is that afro you're seeing sported? Is that how you're going on, bro,
That's an afro there. That's how I was telling you earlier, I would get it cut off if I ever got bored. So
yeah.
Go back to that.
In fairness, it does suit you though.
Yeah.
Whatever you do,
I've grown into my ears now, so maybe I'm going to pull it off.
It's ridiculous. I just think of my little boy and I can't believe this is him with Bob's coming round to cut his hair. It's crazy.
Man, we're going to continue with your nice Jude Bellingham trim as all them kids are coming to request.
That's how I was, like, going into barber shops and when I was younger.
So you used to go in there with a picture, yeah?
With a
Can I get that cut?
Can I get this? Can I get that? I think the difference is they're actually getting what the picture looks like. I wasn't, so. Like when I see people with like my shirt number and my name and stuff, let alone haircuts and that, and when he comes and tells me that so and so's requested it or he gets a lot of requests for it, it's like takes me back a little bit. It's quite surreal because I'm still not really used to it, to be honest. I still find it quite weird. It's still just me getting a haircut at the end of the day, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
When you left Birmingham, you achieved something which I could say that players maybe in their 40s, they achieve. You're like a legend down there, bro.
I'd never say legend, because that's not what it is in my eyes. But I think the Birmingham fans kind of respect what I gave for the club in terms of like effort and stuff. Growing up as a Birmingham fan, I know that's something that they want to see. I'm happy that they still kind of love me there, and I still love them wherever I am. I think the most nervous I've ever been was my professional debut was Portsmouth away.
So nerves took over you on the day, yeah?
The day, I'd say that on the night, but like as soon as I got out for the warm-up, I just felt so chilled. I felt like it was like my time, if you know what I mean. You just feel ready. Players that I played with at Birmingham made it so much fun, and like, when you're surrounded by people you look up to and people that you've grown up with, and then you get that mix when you find it in the first team, it's just a really fun year.
Bro, I heard once a blues, always a blues.
Yeah.
Do you still watch blues games?
Yeah, when I can, especially with my brother getting involved a little bit more.
I think you guys look alike crazily.
Yeah, everyone says that. He's getting a little bit taller than me now as well. But when we're together, it's so funny when people come up to us and get us mixed up because we just roll with it. I always just say I'm Joe when they tell me I'm Joe, so we just play the roles.
That must be really funny, bro.
Yeah, man. It would be easy to go to a blues game because it's like
It's home for you.
You're with your people. Do you know what I mean? The support that I got from blues fans is the reason why I done well there.
Bro, you sound like you were enjoying Birmingham. Was the hard decision to leave Birmingham, bro?
Oh, it was so hard, man. When that last game, as soon as I come off and as soon as the whistle went, I was like, wow, that's it. Like, the place you've been for 7-8 years, just done like that. You know what I mean?
Whilst he was at the club and he was there at Birmingham City for such a long time, you don't ever really think it's going to happen. And then suddenly, when it was like, oh, Dortmund want him, oh, he's going to go, you can't, you have to pinch yourself, really. Even now, I still, like when he's leaving training and there's fans waiting outside, and I just think, they're going, oh, Jude, come and photo, come and signature. And it's just really weird. I think, it's just Jude, calm down. It's Jude, relax.
You'd ask me, like, when I left Birmingham, what do you think your chances are at the next Euros and stuff like that? I would have laughed at you and said...
What Euros?
Yeah, never happening, you know what I mean? And,
yeah.
And you kind of, things just like go your way. I was like lucky, I was fit, had a good season with Dortmund in my first year, and I just kind of took everything in my stride, really, and I managed to get the call up, and yeah, as I said, every day I was there, I was just learning new things.
it's hard not to learn from such great talented
Yeah,
players,
that's what
right?
I mean. Like every day you're learning something about the way people are preparing, the way they're training. You know, you look at what Raheem's done in that team.
Why does Raheem name come up in all my
Because
conversations?
you know what, I think it's like how much he had to kind of face when he come into the England team and everything like that, and the ways the people have been on him and stuff. And he's a proper mentor when I go away with the England team. You know, whenever there's a new player, he's always one of the first to kind of sit them down at lunch and stuff or chat to him. And
wow.
you know, him, Hendo, someone that I really respect.
Yes.
He's I get on with him really well. He's a really good leader on the pitch, but then off the pitch he's a really good character as well. And obviously it's hard not to say, you know, Harry Kane, the stuff that he's achieved in the England team and stuff. And with the players at England, you're lucky because no one's rubbish at anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's
So
fantastic.
everyone's so well-rounded that you can kind of take a bit of everything from everyone.
That's crazy,
And
man.
obviously what we managed to do, we got so close to winning it and that, and kind of united the country and everything. So I think that was really proud.
Football, I can fairly say, it definitely unites people together, right? Because people forgot everything that's going on in the country, and all they were thinking about is football, eh?
Yeah, especially in England, you know, like it was massive, wasn't it, having it at home and getting as far as we did. Obviously, we were unlucky not to win the tournament, but you know, it gives you great confidence going into the next one and stuff.
What was it like getting to the final, though?
Felt like really like natural. The games kind of came. The lads done really well, won the game, and it kind of there was just a proper good belief within the team. So after each win, no one was really surprised, and you know, everyone just took it in their stride, and it was such a good experience.
Well, Southgate seems like a real cool guy. Every time I pop to the training ground, he always asks me when it's time for his haircut. He gives me a bit of banter. He seems like he does a little banter with the players. What's he like as a person, Southgate?
You cut him yet, or?
No, I'm still waiting. Please just push it over the line, man. I need to at least give him a HD cut. You know, let's give him a Bellingham fade.
Imagine that. But yeah, Southgate's like unbelievable. Like the kind of man management. He makes everyone feel like wanted within the squad. You know, when we went away for the Euros, like it's a fact that not everyone can play and start games and so on, but you still feel like you're there and you have a role to play and that you're doing something special as part of the squad. And I think that was really impressive. For me, it's like I listen to such kind of a wide range of music. I like old school stuff when I'm in the right mood. And
What kind of old school stuff do you like?
I like a lot of like 80s, 90s. I mean, I'm saying old school. When was you born?
Jude, don't be bringing this up on camera,
dangerous
please.
areas
Don't be
now,
bringing this up on camera, please, Jude.
So, yeah, but
You're starting to sound like my kids.
it's old school to me, innit? But to be fair, when obviously I'm travelling with my mum most days into training, and so she'll put me on some old school stuff. And
Mum is here, yeah?
yeah, so she's with me all the time, kind of taking me to training. She's sorts out like my media stuff, and she kind of like we work together in trying to make sure that kind of life runs smoothly, really, and together. Because obviously if she wasn't there and she was back in England, I was here alone, then I think things would be very differently, even from a football
It will be very
point of view.
difficult, bro.
Yeah,
because I've been around a lot of players in that situation, and it's not easy.
Yeah. You know what it is like, you know, you have your daughters and your wife and that, to have those family relations that keep you going even when they're not there and you're on the pitch and you think about why you're playing and the people who have done so much for you. It gives you that motivation. And
Is Mummy teaching you to cook, Jude?
yeah, she's trying to get me in the kitchen, bro.
Trying to get you in the kitchen.
No chance. Man.
Trying? What, you don't want to learn all them?
I need to, but I just can't, man. Her cooking's too good for me to want to do it myself.
You don't want to substitute Mummy for your cooking at the moment?
No way, I'll be sick every week. Feels like a head massage.
Fresh confidence. You don't need me for confidence. You know, you got your parents, you got Mummy here to dig that out to you. But you know, that's that look. That's that little finer touch.
No, definitely.
We came to provide that, man.
Look good, feel good, innit?
That's what we do at HD Cutz. You heard that. Nice to see you again, bro. Know you're HD ready. Know you're ready. Fresh. Nice one. Thanks for having me, Denise.
Lovely to see you.
No.
Take care.
It's the end of it. Let's go.